in giving these musicians a round of applause. Michael is a fantastic maestro, and to go with a fantastic maestro, you need a fantastic orchestra. Now, thinking about how important musicians are, professional musicians, it made us want to talk a little bit about young musicians. So, when you get a moment, please read about musicians at play in your program. Now, this is a program that since its inception, over 5,000 children, parents, teachers, and other community members have participated in MAP's music mentorship programs. So we want to thank you for your support this evening, because the proceeds from the sales tonight will be utilized to inspire and educate the next generation of musical artists. Now, Michael, I don't know if you know this, but Josh and I fancy ourselves musicians.
Really? What
Super pro.
What do you play?
Well, we're not good enough to have a garage band yet, so we kind of have a patio band.
It's a start.
Yeah.
It's a start. It's a
Got
good
like
start.
great lighting with a fire pit and stuff, whatever.
Now, wait, you play bass?
You could call it that, yeah.
I know you play guitar.
Tinker.
Ish. Ish.
But see,
Okay.
now that we're musicians, we've kind of come to appreciate the kind of sounds and the timbre of the various instruments. And we noticed that in a lot of your work, there are some sounds that we just don't really recognize. Just some, like...
And I know the spoons and the saw. And I don't see any of that.
No, we recognize the trombone at the end of certain pieces going,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But then there's like...
You know that JJ at one point said, you gotta stop doing that. you just can't do it at every commercial break.
It was a little...
Why not?
Kind of reminded me of one of Holloway's farts. And then you have some some sounds of like cans clinking and rusted instruments.
Let me show you a couple things here. All right, this will give you an idea of some of the sounds. You know the sounds that an orchestra makes. You know the beautiful, wonderful sounds, but in Lost you don't always get the beautiful and wonderful. So like the strings. Let's go with the violins and violas on this. Let's just go. Just sometimes you can just bend the notes up, and here's an example of that. That's kind of fun, right? And the cellos, normally you would, have these beautiful melodies playing in the cellos, but no, here's how we use them. Yes. That's fine. The trombones, you mentioned the trombones. Ready? Here we go. There's that.
How do you explain that to them, though? I want you to do this.
You draw
like
a note
you're about
here.
to fall over and
You draw
faint.
a note here on the page with a straight line down. That usually explains it. And then, of course, it can be beautiful too. Mark over here on the piano, Mark Asparo, who played all the piano on Lost in all of the years. Me standing over him, softer, softer. And then, of course, we can have him do something like this. Or... So, yeah, it can be both. Let's see, there's Martin over here. And then, of course, Gail, who has also played the harp on every single episode. You may remember her from the Jimmy Kimmel episode. She was in the background. Oh. Whose theme is this? Anyone? Ah, there you go, Jin and Sun. So there you go, there's that, but then we also, she does a lot of this too. Ready? And sometimes I'd have her do it for like 16 bars. That'd be the only thing playing. And then one of my favorite sounds over here, there's Emilie Richards up there, who played on the original Planet of the Apes. And I need the original one. Emilie, ready? Give me on the enclons there. Ready? Go ahead, just do it. There, that's an awesome sound, isn't it? There's Danny over here, who's playing on everything I've ever done. Danny, give me some jungle drums. And then, of course, my buddy Don Williams over here on the timpani. Yes, go ahead, Don, just do it. So there's so much fun to be had. So much fun to be had. So really support musicians whenever, wherever you can, because if we don't get to do this. So please do it, please, please. And thank you for coming.
Josh and I are going to go practice now.